In the first quarter of 2023, assaults on transit have risen month over month. In January, there were 26. In February, it was 32. In March, it was 41 for a total of 99. If you think about that over the first quarter, that's an average of approximately one assault or incident per day on our transit property. Interestingly, nearly 10% of these were actually assaults on peace officers, the majority being transit officers. As a result of the most recent undercover operation on transit, our officers seized various types of drugs. You guys, it was a veritable pharmacy on transit. And we're not talking about individuals who had amounts consistent with personal use. We're talking about large quantities of drugs with high street values. But moreover, the weapons that were seized. Along with the drugs, we seized 21 knives, 2 machetes, 2 hatchets, 1 can of bear spray, a BB gun, 1 airsoft pistol, and 1 potentially real firearm, the status of which we're awaiting to confirm through testing. Post-pandemic, there has been an emphasis, appropriately, on compassionate efforts to connect vulnerable citizens to services and supports wherever possible. We are now seeing, though, that there's a significant portion of those who are improperly using transit and other public spaces who have become entrenched. Many are displaying resistance to offers of service and supports, and as well, there's reduced cooperation and compliance with authority figures on transit. We have reached a point where enhanced enforcement intervention is required. This, so all Calgarians can safely and confidently access these resources for the uses that were intended. Our officers and our city partners have been leading with compassion and services and will continue to do so where that's appropriate. But our expectation is that public spaces will remain safe and inviting. And anybody who jeopardizes that safety or people's feelings of security will be dealt with in accordance with municipal, provincial, and criminal law as the circumstances dictate.
The action that we are taking today is crucial to restoring not only safety but trust with Calgarians. I know there are many folks that are scared to use the train right now, and that is certainly not something that we can turn a blind eye to. Council has heard loud and clear that something more needs to be done. First, an additional boost of $20 million to Calgary Police Service, which enables them to hire more than 150 new officers. Second, $33 million in transit recovery, of which $11.2 million is now being deployed for transit safety initiatives that are currently underway. Things like more officers, better lighting, and better cleaning. Further, just a few short weeks ago, Council approved allocation of operational savings in the amount of $32 million to be used for transit system recovery. This is a total of $85 million in investments that has allowed Calgary Transit to work in an integrated manner with the Calgary Police Service.
I think based on what we've seen, it's quite clear with the list of weapons and drugs and situations that we've been talking about occurring in public spaces, I think it's quite clear that there is a role for police and police need to play it. There's no more waiting around because Calgarians have been clear they can't wait.